Today's Living Word with Pastor Arlene.
Welcome back. We're continuing our study on love, God, and what that is and what it contains. So now, like I said, we're in 1 Corinthians 13, and we're looking at verses 4 to 8, and we've done a number of them, and I have a different translation here. So now the next one we saw about yesterday, not to manipulate situations or scheme or devise methods that will twist situations to our own advantage. Love does not deliberately engage in actions or speak words that are so sharp they cause an ugly or violent response. Now, sometimes I know we will say something that can cause a violent response. Sometimes just out of a reaction, our voice may sound sharp, but that's not what we mean. But this says deliberately engage in it, in actions or words that are sharp. They cause an ugly or violent response. So this is a deliberate situation, because there's sometimes we just respond and people might take it wrong. But we're talking about deliberate here. Love does not deliberately keep records or wrongs or past mistakes. Now that's huge. That's really huge. It says, does not deliberately keep records of wrongs or past mistakes. So you don't have this list and, okay, there's a wrong, and okay, I'm going to open my book, or just meditate. You deliberately keep record of wrong when you're constantly meditating on the wrong they did. You're not walking in love there. You're not walking in forgiveness. If you've forgiven them, you then start speaking the word. God says, bless your enemies. You pray for them. You speak words of life over them, words of love over them. You meditate on that they're a child of God, born in his image, washed in the blood of Jesus. So you're not deliberately keeping that record. And I know there's times a situation will come up and it'll come back to your remembrance, but you don't deliberately keep a record of wrong or past mistakes. And that's not just for other people. I want to say for you today, don't keep a record of your wrongs. Don't keep a record of your past mistakes, because that will just constantly put you down. It'll cause you to stumble and fall and never reach the potential that God has for you. So not only don't keep a record of other people's wrongs and mistakes, but don't keep a record of your wrongs and mistakes. Change the way you think. And love does not feel overjoyed when it sees an injustice done to someone else, but is elated, thrilled, ecstatic, and overjoyed with the truth. So you are never excited when someone else is punished or fails, or they stumble or don't get that promotion. You are always just overjoyed with truth. Love protects. Are you protecting that person with words, or are you gossiping? Shields, guards, covers, conceals, and safeguards people from exposure. You don't open other people's mistakes up to the light. You don't talk about it. You don't put them down. Love strains forward with all its might to believe the very best in every situation. Every situation you go into, start looking for the best. Think about the best. Think God. Love, these attributes we've looked at, never quits, never surrenders, and never gives up. Never, ever quit. Never give up. You will win if you don't quit. You will win in your walk of love if you don't quit. Love never disappoints. God never disappoints. God never fails. Love never fails. God never lets anyone down. Love never lets anyone down. And as you walk in these, you're walking in God. That's who God is, and that's who you are on the inside.